Hello, I am Certified Moth. Thank you so much for stopping in on my video. If you've never watched my videos before, welcome, and a big thank you to any returning viewers. Thank you so much. So today I'm going to be doing a Meet the Artist. This is actually a yearly series I want to start doing to sort of track my progress, you know, both as an artist and just as a person, just see how I change. I personally really love being able to go back and look at artists' old Meet the Artist pieces that they've done. So I just thought this would be a kind of fun way to start off my new year and come back from my break from not posting over Christmas, which was not supposed to be as long of a break as it was. It was supposed to have a video that came out, but somehow when I was recording the speed paint, I only recorded audio for it, so it had to be scrapped, which was a bit disappointing. I spent quite a bit of time on it, but whatever. But anyways, I thought that it would be fun to look back at an older Meet the Artist I did like 4-ish years ago when I was 14. So I got out my ancient iPad, rebooted it, and I got really distracted scrolling through all my older stuff because the art on that dates back to like late 2017. And I discovered that I did another Meet the Artist in 2018 just after I turned 13. And wow, it's something. This was just after I started getting back into drawing humans after several years of only doing dragons, and you can tell the drawing actually predates my first finished sketchbook, so this is like the earliest art that I am showing on my channel right now, and it is so painfully me in 2018. Like, the star on the shirt because I was super into Steven Universe, Hamilton and memes being in my likes, art block being listed as my dislike despite me not having experienced it at any point. I was just putting it down because I wanted to feel included in the artist joke of art block, so I had to like include it. I also really appreciate the really wonky boobs on it because I had some strange gender crisis my whole childhood where I refused to draw boobs on anyone. So this was probably genuinely one of the first times I'd done it. Yeah. Pretty great. And anyways, I'm not gonna hate on the art for that one too much because I was 13, but on to the 2019 one. And the improvement from just a year and a half of difference, like that early art improvement is so, I wish I could make that much improvement in a year and a half now, but still not at all good compared to what I can do now. But honestly, it's not that horrible either. This one, I think I made it to be posted on the LGBT amino, which also dates this image so badly. And during this, I was in this weird phase still where I couldn't draw myself with any sort of accurate body type, which is really something I hope I fixed in the new one. I tried. And I just think we all need to acknowledge how bad the typography is. Like, I'm not good at typography now, I'll admit that, but come on, like, make the title a different font or like bold it and make the likes and dislikes smaller. They are like expanding out on the box. There was no need, I could have just made it smaller. I'm sorry if I'm like really riled up today, I don't know, I've got energy. Anyways, the shading is just so whack. The skin is like, it has cell shading and airbrush highlights, but then the hair, shorts, and the jacket only have airbrushed highlights, but then the shirt and the shoes are unshaded. And like, I don't want to go too hard on 14-year-old me, but I am a hater at heart, and this, it's something. But anyways, those are the old Meet the Artists pieces I did. I probably actually have more that I've done traditionally, but I just started my 18th sketchbook and personally do not want to have to go back and search every single sketchbook just in case there's another one out there. And you know, if there is one out there, it will eventually show up in an old sketchbook tour or something. Anyways, maybe it's time for me to talk about the actual 2024 Meet the Artist. I hope you like hearing people info dump about themselves because that's what this is. Hi, I'm Elena. I'm sure everyone is shocked to know that Moth is not my real name. Sadly, it's true. I know, it's disappointing. I am 5'9", I'm 18, unless this video comes out literally a day late because it's supposed to come out on the 2nd and I turned 19 on the 3rd. Maybe I should have just written my age is 19, but whatever. I didn't know at the time that I was gonna post it a couple days later than I'd planned. I'm a Canadian, born and raised in Alberta. I grew up on a small farm a little ways out from a town, and I am currently living in Calgary and am a first-year Bachelor of Fine Arts student at Alberta University of the Arts. Super exciting! That is the school I wanted to go to from like age 12 or 13. So exciting! I am aromantic and asexual, which is what that blue and yellow flag is if you don't know. I think a lot of people don't really know that one. And my pronouns are a secret. You don't get to know them. Just choose what you want. Moving on to the likes and dislikes section, I had a really hard time narrowing my likes down. I'm a passionate person. I like a lot of things. But I decided on 4 things. Cats. I love cats. My favorite animal. I have 6 cats. 3 live in my house and then 3 in my family's heated shop that we do our like farm equipment repairs and stuff in. And I swear, we love and we feed and we shelter them and we take them to the vet and we fix them. They are not stereotypical outdoor farm cats. Like, I do not want people to think that we have cats we neglect. We love those cats. They are little brats and we love them. I'm also a big fan of bugs from a distance. Close up, they are scary and awful, but they are so awesome and cool. I already include a lot of moths in my art, but I plan to start including more bugs overall into my pieces because they are really cool looking, and also I feel like it's really easy to come up with like meaning and shorthand using bugs in my work, which since I'm in art school, that's like having meaning behind your work is kind of important. So I feel like bugs, which are already just so cool looking and fun to paint, are a good way to go with it. I am also really big into music. It has been my most sustained interest basically my whole life. I play piano, saxophone, both alto and baritone, violin, very badly, and I sing, and then I've also dabbled in guitar and drums and some other stuff like clarinet and stuff. But more so, I listen to music, and not to trauma dump, but this is my special video, so I will. Basically, at like 13, I convinced myself the world was gonna end somewhere between 1 to 5 years at that point. And I spent all day just like basically feeling constant dread, and I was like, oh, I can just use music to block out all these bad thoughts. And also, music really helps with my sensory issues and to block out all the background noise and chatter and like sounds and stuff, so it's a win-win for me. I listen to a lot of Phoebe Bridgers, AJR, Lizzie McAlpine. I'm really into the entire album of Masterpiece Theater. Such a good album. Like, I've loved it since I was 12, I think. I think I found it through Warrior Cats. All the best music comes from Warrior Cats AMVs, and do not argue with me. But I genuinely listen to so many different artists and genres. Like, I have almost 4,500 songs saved on my Spotify from like a whole wide range of genres. But right now my favorite songs I'm listening to are Curses by the Crane Wives, Can't Catch Me Now by Olivia Rodrigo, Moon Song by Phoebe Bridgers, Oh Superman by Laurie Anderson, and then The Maybe Man by AJR. Anyways, I talked about music too much probably. I also love bad weather, like rain, thunderstorms, snowstorms. Oh, I love it so much. The only bad weather I do not like is hail because my family has a grain farm and hail can just decimate our crops in minutes. So it's kind of like a stressful thing and just not pleasant. And then onto the dislikes. So I despise small talk in crowds. I perhaps have the tism. It's a whole thing. I have faced a lot of rejection over the years from like school counselors not listening to me, that I've basically stopped pursuing a professional diagnosis beyond my last counselor telling me he thinks I'm probably autistic. It's a thing. Anyways, I went too personal. You know what? I don't care that much. Fine art is all about oversharing. I might as well get some practice in and learn to be open. Anyways, I don't mind writing, but I hate writing essays so much. No matter how much I love the topic, having to sit down and sort my thoughts in a concise and professional manner is just such a drag. I like my liberal arts courses I'm taking, but the essays just make them suck. I also despise charcoal dust. I hate it. It's the #1 reason I'm gonna major in painting instead of drawing, because I personally just get it everywhere, way more than any of my classmates do, and I don't know why. Like one time, it was all over my arms, all over my legs because I wore a skirt to class, and inside of my nose from breathing it in. Like, I was blowing my nose and charcoal dust was coming out for days afterwards. That cannot be good, and I can't stand the dust. Also, I hate having to wear clothes that won't get stained with charcoal. It's kind of annoying. And I'm sure in the later years of drawing classes, and from what I know, even my next semester, you get more freedom of material. But the idea that I would have to take any more classes than I already do, where I have to make finished charcoal works, makes me decide that it's not worth it. I just don't like it. It's a medium I'm not a fan of already, but then the mess just makes it brutal. Anyways, wahoo, yippee, that's my dislikes. Moving on. I know a lot of artists do like a what I have in my bag sort of thing. I have very few things I regularly bring in my bag, just like earbuds for music, a water bottle because I try to stay hydrated, I don't know. My crusty dusty broken pencil case that I've had for like 4 years at least. And then whatever sketchbook I'm working on, and I have since finished the sketchbook I showed in this drawing, so yay, new sketchbook tour coming soon. I am excited, I love filming those. And I don't have any fancy backpack pins right now, but I am making some fish shrinky dinks right now, and I kind of want to do a shrinky dink video and just overall get into more videos with crafting and stuff, just because sometimes sitting down and making a finished drawing some weeks is just not what I'm in the mood for. You know how it is. Plus, I just want to make fun stuff, like I want to make pins for my backpack or like little things to dangle off shirts, just fun things. I want my art this year to be all about having fun. I don't want to be forcing myself to do things because I feel like I should be. I just want to be doing things that remind me why I'm so passionate about art. Anyways, now that I've talked about all that, I guess to sort of end off the video, I should talk about the drawing itself. I think this drawing is overall a pretty good representation of where my skills are this year, minus the face. Something about it is bugging me, and some of the colors, like I think they're maybe all a bit too close in hue or something. Is hue the right color? Shade? Tone? I don't know. I feel like they're all just kind of muddy. I have to work on that still. 2023 was a really big year for me with self-discovery in my art. I learned a lot about the color palettes I gravitate towards. I really refined my style, both in just how I draw, but especially in how I color and shade, where I've really allowed myself to become much more painterly. You can't see it as much in this drawing because I couldn't remember the brush I was using for my painterly style and I just gave up. But you know, it's fun to try different stuff. I think the overall layout of the piece could maybe be better. I think I need more like background color blocks. That's the one thing I keep seeing on these Meet the Artists that I think I'm missing. But this sort of compositional stuff is kind of hard for me. I'm in the fine arts stream at my school, and we really don't learn much about composition. Like we talk about it, but the design stream goes over it. Like they teach them the way to do composition, whereas ours is more just like, it's much looser, less precise of what they're teaching us. So I'm sort of on my own figuring this one out, but I do think it is at least better than the composition of the old ones. Not by a lot, but I can tell that I've improved at least a little bit. I don't know how much the drawing actually looks like me. I just personally really struggle to make things look at all like me or what I look like I don't understand what I look like in real life. Like half the time when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, that's my face. I didn't realize I looked like that. It's a weird thing. I'm working on it. I think that at least the body is pretty close to what I look like. I also don't understand what my body looks like in real life though, so it's hard to say. The outfit is accurate though. It is pretty much exactly like an outfit I own, and it really represents my desired style. Like I'm still working on building up my wardrobe to match my style, but I do feel like the outfit really represents what I look like. But yeah, overall, I was really happy with the way this drawing turned out. Like, I think I've just improved so much in my art this year. Even though it's not perfect, it makes me happy. It really feels like a fun way to close off 2023 and move into 2024, which I hope will be a year of more growth, and I really feel confident and excited about it. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate the support. If you want to support me even more, please like, subscribe, or even comment if you have something to say. Right now, I'm really trying to work my way towards being monetized so that I'm able to have some sort of income during my school time, try to save up some money. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle to have an income once I graduate. That makes me a little bit nervous, but you know what? We're in this together, right? Right? Anyways, regardless, thank you all so much. Here's to another great year of art and hopefully making videos. Happy New Year!